Okay, hang on, that doesn't make sense. Level an area. Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. Bad, bad, bad. What did I do? What did I do? Oh god. Oh no 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 no. Hey everyone, welcome back to Cities and Friends. My name is Wyatt, and together you and I are building a city from scratch in Cities Skylines. In the last episode, we added a bus route, gained quite a bit of money while we were doing that. So in this episode, I want to continue on with the expansion of our city, and so let's get right into that now. Alright, so trying to remember where we left off, because in the last episode we had fiddled with this bus route right over here, played around with it, and this, where are you? This is what we've got. We've got 3 lines, the red, green, and blue, and it's looking okay, right? It's doing what it needs to do. It's basically connecting the corners of my city to each other, and we're getting quite a bit of good residents going per week. Passenger wise, we're doing phenomenal. Our green line is going off. We may need to add that in the future. Again, I'm a novice at this. I don't know what those numbers mean, but I'm assuming the higher use, the more we'll need to add as we go. Traffic's looking great. In the last episode, if you were watching it, we basically added our lines, noticed there was some traffic congestion going on, and so we added this road here connecting the Pearl Heights to the Underhill district, and it really has helped alleviate some of that congestion we were getting right at this intersection here. Here we're having a little bit of issues still. We do have this side connecting ramp that is supposed to alleviate a lot of the congestion, but for some reason, as you can see, a lot of the semis, 16-wheelers still prefer taking this road. What can you do? I'm also noticing here there's a little bit of an issue, but we're not going to worry about that in this episode. What I want to do is where are we now? I want to hit Big Town this episode. That's the goal. We're more than halfway there. And while that sounds great, at the same time, I don't really know how I want to take this at the moment. We have a lot of demand throughout the RCI at the bottom here, residential, commercial, industrial. But what's really important in my perspective of things when looking at this again as a broker, you want your city to be as congruent and as, I'm not sure the word for it, but you want it to be as corollary as possible. You want each district, you want each area of town to serve a specific need so that they complement each other and there's a purpose for everything you do. No matter what you're building, what you're adding, what you're zoning for, the theory is everything should serve a specific use. Now, obviously, I'm not following that very well. I'm just trying to make a city and have it somewhat functional. So enough talk. Here's the game plan. If you've been here in the last episodes, this is going to be on par for what we've been doing. We're just going to keep adding to this road. Going to keep adding segments. And we do have a little bit of a new way of laying out our city. We're having a lot more length or width of blocks because I just think that functions the best. So this is our bus stop, and I don't want to add residential here, and the reason is that this bus stop, whether you believe it or not, it does cause quite a bit of noise pollution. So I'm not sure the exact radius, but I know it's going to extend at least out to this block here, that block there, and a little bit of that block. So that's why I have commercial zoned around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my residential here. And I know I don't have water lines, so I'm going to get on that right now. Oh, there's also a little bit of a patch right here. So I'm going to do some janky stuff like that. How's our electricity doing? Oh, we need more electricity. Okay. And you need workers. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. This is the issue I didn't think about. I didn't consider having to fill residents. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I got this. We're going to figure this out. No problem. Don't even worry. All right, here we go. Here's the game plan. Here is the game plan. I don't like how that's laid out like that too much. So instead, I'm going to take it there. Yeah, okay, that house has to go anyway. Sorry about it. Take it there. We're going to do a little bit of a community here. Just gonna we're gonna leave that there. Add that, gonna add that, going to add that, and then we're gonna toss that in just like that. You know, it isn't the most beautiful thing in the world, but it is beautiful in the sense that we are now able to add a bit of a community now back here. We're able to get some more zoning, get some more roads, most importantly. And I don't want to add homes here because I'm worried about, do I want to connect this road? I'm going to leave that the way it is. So I'm just going to put a house there. So the reason I have this community here, I'm going to also put homes here, get some water going. And I didn't forget, we need to also add some more power. Like that. The reason I added this community here is because we need workers to fill in the void of this patch of the industrial district. And just by looking at it like this, I'm assuming that there's not enough transit, or it's not worth the travel of my residents of the Pearl Heights district to go on this road, go all the way around here, and then try to get a job and do all that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jerry rig this a little bit, and jerry rig just means fiddle with it. I'm gonna see, okay, do I have my power? That's all connected. That is fantastic. What I want to do is I want to add a road. Do I just go straight across? Do I really want to do that? Does that make sense? I mean, I kind of have to though, right? For my theory to work. So I'm going to do that. Is it the prettiest thing? From an aerial view, it's not terrible, but now we have a lot of this open space we're going to have to figure out a way to fix, and look at that. So I was right. Thank goodness that fixes our need for workers. Kind of. Anyway, let's add some power. Yep, we're struggling over there now. I think we're going to need to get in a second industrial district going, so that's going to be a good thing to work toward this episode. And we did unlock the oil power plant the other day. Can I add this? Right. You know, I do want to give this some buffer because I do know it's going to be a nuisance to city. So here we go. Let's add this coal as oil power plant. Put it right there. You're gonna need some power, I know. So bing, bang, there you go. Got a lot of power to work with now. This should fix itself soon. Okay, and power. Okay. That was weird. Again, I don't know what a lot of this means. I'm just kind of going off of what I can. I do want to add some more residences here. Do I just make this whole, I don't really, I'm not too inclined to add any more houses on this patch because again, I'm still concerned about the flow of traffic. I don't want any issues to come up by having too many homes on one road causing some traffic congestion. But then again, the only traffic that's going to be going down Crest Street and whatever you are, Albert Blake, are going to be residents and maybe a couple commercial trucks. So maybe it makes sense, but at the same time, it really doesn't. So I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to touch it. Okay. Now, what's coming to my mind is, well, let's do this. Let's make you commercial, make you a commercial district. When we get more zoning, we're going to play with that a little bit more, I think. Fire station, that's going to be great to have. That will cover our whole city. Is that what I'm seeing? Wow. Okay, the majority of it. I do want it to service our industrial zone quite a bit more. Oh, we need to get some water out to you. There you go. We need a second landfill. Okay, now this is where things get a bit interesting. Okay, second landfill. We're gonna put you. Let's just let's just toss you somewhere. It's not that important, I don't think. You know what? Let's put it here. Sorry to that business. Whoopsie daisy. It's okay. All right. So hopefully, can we empty building to another facility? Oh, do we have? I remember seeing this. We don't have the incineration plant yet. We need to get to our next city for that. Okay. All right. We're gonna leave that the way it is. We have that going at least. And we have workers. What else did we unlock in the previous episode? The fire station has to go in. We want to service this community too. So let's just put this, let's go in a neighborhood. Let's put you, how does this look? How does this service? It does pretty well on this corner. Let's go right there. Perfect. That looks fantastic. And those of you who don't know, having a fire station in a neighborhood isn't too uncommon. You see it quite a bit in the older cities. If you come from a city where the homes were built in the early 1930s, 40s, 50s, up to 60s, even maybe past that, these are pretty common in neighborhoods. They're not as big as this fire station is, obviously. They're small branches, but they do exist. And so this does keep the realism of our city, and that's great. We take what we can get. We are going to need some elder care. I don't believe we have that. And we also have a hospital unlocked. I just realized we do have that available to us. So I do want to add that in next. But now this is where we get a bit dicey, because this is important. We really need to have this. At the same time, needs to cover the most area and future-proof our city. So this is interesting. I actually don't know where to put this. As you can see, I'm trying to make it to where it really covers the most surface area. And I don't want an eminent domain if I can. I'm trying to be a good mayor here, a good planner, but just my shortfalls are being exposed. I don't want to put it there. This is the main collector. I don't want anything going there. So to have to be in a side neighborhood, I mean, here makes the most sense, maybe even here. Then we don't really serve our industrial. Yeah, I think this is going to be the spot. Sorry to everybody. Oh, but actually even then, I don't have the funds for it. Do I have the ability to take out a loan? I do not. Okay. So instead, we're going to save some money. We're going to just kind of see what we have to play with here. We got the firehouse in. We need to get some more healthcare going. We got, is that a police station headquarters? Okay, we need to get that going. Do we have a public library? We have 2. Perfect. And I don't have a university just yet. That's going to be a project in itself. We have parks. That's fine. Not going to be a big concern to us right now. We just want to add as much amenities to our city as possible, as quickly as we can. So we're going to speed this up. We're going to wait a little bit, and we're going to add in this hospital probably in the next minute or so. While we're waiting, let's take a look at how everything's doing. Power looking great. Our water and sewer should be good. Whoa, we're actually getting a little bit close. Trying to drain a little bit. Okay, good to keep that in mind. We do need to get a processing plant, but we can't do that just yet. Elementary schools are doing good. High schools are doing good. We need to get people obviously into our universities, but we can't have yet. So everybody's looking happy. Everybody's looking good. We're losing. Well, I think we lost a point of happiness on both residential and industrial, but that's just small details, not a big deal. Healthcare is doing good. Crematorium is, oh, we don't have a crematorium. People are dying pretty quick. Why is this going up? Oh, wait, we lost a deceased and we got a deceased? What's happening? Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Healthcare is doing fine. Average health is 90%. We'll take it. Elders 75 years old. Okay, we can do better there probably. Yeah, so spent a little time, looked at the city. Now we got our hospital ready to go. And for some reason, it's not showing me the radius of this. Let me see if that will do anything. It won't. That's weird, but okay. Let's go ahead. Did I just like not see this correctly? But all of a sudden this changed. Hospital. Okay, I guess I was incorrect about this. I need to actually put it somewhere else. I mean, our industrial guys are going to kind of suffer, but this does make sense to have this here because we're growing in this direction. So you know what? It isn't on the main collector. It's on the side road. That's going to work. Now we have a big need for residential. It is skyrocketing. So we really need to start expanding our city quickly. And what I'm going to do here is we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep taking this as far as we can. And you know what? Before I connect that road, we need to also extend a route down the road. So let's just get this all the way down to there. And let's just keep going with our grid. If it works, don't try to fix it. And we're just going to take this. You know, I'm actually going to start expanding the size of my neighborhoods. And, oh, that doesn't look right. Hang on a second. And the reason for that is because I feel like as we start to level up further and we start to get more into our expansions of what's available in this, I feel like we're going to need more of a size of a block, if that makes sense. So instead, I think I'm going to start expanding like this. So we have some room. Actually, I don't really like the way that's laid out either. So I'm going to take back what I said. We're just going to do the same old. If it works, don't fix it. Let's take that. Let's go across. Take that. Go across. And let's finish that there. So it's all symmetrical. It's all looking good. And you get some zoning. So now we're able to zone here because we're outside of the pollution or the noise pollution of the bus stop. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that the way it is for now because I need to figure out how I want to expand this a little bit further. I keep going this way. That, you know, that's great. I can keep doing that, but that isn't. Oh, and see, I actually made a little bit of a mistake. So now this is where it's getting a little bit tough for me. I didn't think about main collector road. So now we have homes that are right off the main collector, which isn't ideal. It's possible you see that in Los Angeles a lot, but Los Angeles is also notorious for having terrible traffic congestion. It isn't entirely, of course, based upon this design of cities. It's not even actually one of the main reasons at all, but it does contribute to that issue. So what I'm going to do to future-proof that a little bit to keep myself from making that same mistake, I'm going to just make these commercial for now, and I'll just drag this water line out. So that at least will be a little, you know, pin cushion to hold while we continue planning out our city. And just like that as well there. Again, I want to keep this area open for maybe a park or something else. I just don't know what I want to do with that just yet. So I'm going to leave it blank. And do I want to go, is that west? Do I want to go west with this? I may even need to also connect, although it doesn't seem possible. I should have probably left ways to connect our other districts. I think it's still fine. I just realized I'm on max speed. I gotta stop. I gotta turn that down. You know, let's actually build up and around our high school. But man, just looking at this, okay, we're gonna have to play with leveling our terrain. I have no idea how to do this, so let's let's figure this out. Okay, does that lower or does that increase? Okay, hang on, that doesn't make sense. Level an area. Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. Bad. What did I do? What did I do? Oh god. Oh no 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 no. Oh no no. Oh. Hey, can I please don't punish me like this game. Paradox. All right, we by our high school. Oh, let's just you know, we're just not gonna build in that direction. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go across. I think we're gonna try to cross this poop bridge. I don't even want to have that there though. I don't want to have my citizens driving over that and smelling that. That's gonna be disgusting. So what I think I'm gonna do instead, I think I'm gonna connect it via the Pearl Heights district, or I can actually, I don't want to go next to the freeway. Actually, I want to leave that alone just for now. I don't want to utilize this land because I made a hole. Let's do this. Let's go across. How am I gonna do this? Amazing question. That's something that I hope you can help me answer, because I sure as heck don't have an answer. Let's see, how is our slope? Man, I really wish I could connect them this way, but I don't think that's gonna be too possible, unfortunately. I'm a little stuck. I am a little stuck. I think instead, can we purchase this? $7,100. Okay, that's fine. Let's buy that. And here is my idea, my game plan, my saving grace of this game. Let's do this. Okay. This may not work, but just bear with me. I'm gonna make a mistake. It's fine. It's part of the learning process. Be okay with failure. Be okay with making mistakes. It's the only way you get better. So we're gonna have a bridge. It crosses just like that. Does that work? Was that easy? Oh, okay. Okay, so we have our bridge, and I think I'm gonna just bring this back down, not too sloped. Yeah, just like that. We're gonna make this right there, and then we're just gonna, well, where is our dot? Let's just let's just go straight across. Doesn't matter really. Okay, there we go. We have that. We have our main connector road, our main arterial now connecting this part of the city. And so now I'm going to branch it off. And what I'm going to do is just kind of do what I was doing on the other side. We're going to start slowly expanding the city. And do I have a plan? Not really. But we're learning. We're just taking this as best as we possibly can. And this already looks horrendous, and I'm regretting even going over here, but it's been done already. I'm not going back. And we're gonna leave you like that. We're gonna tackle that in a second. We're gonna worry about that a little bit later. We need to get some workers over here. Okay, you got it, Chief. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. I definitely wasn't on the other side of the bridge completely botching my city. Don't worry. You need workers? I got workers. And let's do that. All right, water's taken care of. Water's doing good. Power's doing good. And you know, it does look a little bit level on this side, and I actually realized I do have some room to zone as well. So our city is saved for now. Let's do this. I think we take it here, right? I think that's fine. Yeah, that's pretty fine. Take this here, do that. do that. And now we have another functioning part of town. Look at us go. Okay, so crisis averted. Don't pay attention to any of this. This is just phase 2 of our city, guys. Okay, let's not worry about that. Let's focus on this side. All right, so what I may want to do also, how is our traffic doing? I still think we're going to be fine. We do have an issue starting to collect on, man, these 3 roads actually. That's kind of curious. I'm not sure what's causing that issue. I wonder if I should probably just make this whole row a 4-lane. I think that'll fix it, and it'll still keep the realism and the congruency that we have with our city, because this is technically a commercial district. Oh, minus the the elementary school we just put a 4-lane run in front of. Don't worry about that. It's okay. You didn't see that. All right. So there we go. That should hopefully help alleviate traffic a little bit. And I think, and while I have to, for the sake of keeping things uniform. Oh, we lose bus stops. Well, that's an issue. Okay, we have a bus stop there, I do think, but it's all right. All right, no problem. I do think this is going to be good for us long-term regardless. So I do want to keep this 4-lane just because we're going to have a lot of traffic coming down these roads for a lot of different purposes. So just having that there just helps future issues with traffic. But now our bus lines, let me see how bad this got. Did I just knock out a ton of use? Okay, I kind of did. Okay, so we have a stop here, we have a stop there, and it kind of just traveled. Oh no, wait, it's actually this direction. So we have, say, stop 1 is here, goes to that. That's good, that's good, that's fine. And then the next stop is right there. That's fine. Yeah, I think this route is doing just fine. I'm not worried about that at all. And then we have this. Yeah, like, you know what? Although now that I do look at it, we don't have a real route that connects these two. So it isn't as ideal as I would prefer it to be. So instead, I think what I want to do, let's go back into this. Let's go back into this. Can I drag? There we go. I'm going to take this up to my neighborhood right there instead. Okay, fine. Jeez, you aren't happy right there. Even better. All right. So right there. And then that'll allow for better access. Well, even then it doesn't really access this point. So it goes up, around, and there, then there. Let's take this and put you, oop, don't want it to be a loop. Can we put you, oh, we had it. Ah, that makes an awkward circle. I don't like the way that does that. Is there any way I can just move it right there? I can't. So no big deal. Let's just take it, move it right there. It's fine. Okay. Let's not mess with that as much. And let's see what else we can improve on here. I do think we're going to have to add some kind of recreational activity here for our residents, because they're really lacking in that leisure. We don't have anything that really would entertain our people. So a botanical garden would be actually really cool. And I think having that to separate, ooh, a little issue here. Having that to separate our districts is actually a pretty good way, actually a pretty good use of this. I wish I could put it on this road, but it looks like, oh, I can put it right there. Won't fully service the back end of Concord, you know, I don't think that matters too much. Yeah, I think let's put that right here. There we go. So that'll actually add a lot to our first town. We have our water connected. Electricity gets to it. Fantastic. Okay. And then what I want to do on this side as well, I want to add something else that would be beneficial to the neighborhood that also would really help bring people or increase the value of the area. And so Botanical Garden is a little bit too big for that. These are all parks. Japanese Garden is actually pretty good to have. I think we might toss a couple down. Let's see what else we got. Tropical Garden, also nice, but again, we want something that has influence, something that actually would benefit a good portion of our people. And actually now, thank goodness, see, this is why I left this blank, because it just gave me an opportunity to demo some things, add in some adjustments. Now we have a beautiful park that's right there. And now this part of the community, yeah, that looks really great. That looks fantastic. Wow. And what's great about that is now that I have this figured out a little bit, I got a park. What I can do is I can add, let's not do that. I can add some 2-lane roads, get some trees, and keep making our park just a little bit better, make it look that much nicer. And we can expand our commercial district right to there, make it the end. And then on this end, we can kind of make this our touristy area. Let's see what else we have to work with here. What is this, a plaza? A Paradox Plaza? That's pretty nice. Let's just add that in. Right there. There we go. Actually, it's not centered. Is it possible? Oop, did I spend money doing that too? It's $200, it's fine. All right, so right there is great. That looks also terrific. We got a couple parks side by side. And oh, also, what's actually important now that I'm looking at it, this is actually important to understand if you haven't learned this already by watching other content creators, but noise pollution. See, this is actually, so this is normal. In an industrial district, you really can't do much to prevent this. You're gonna have this issue regardless. Industrial is noisy, there's trucks, there's heavy machinery, there's production. Everything you would imagine an industrial district to be is true. But here is our commercial district that bleeds into our residential. And you can see there is quite a bit of noise pollution going on in this area. So what might be a great way to alleviate some of this, and you'll see here actually, so you notice that on this part of the road, it's extremely red. It's dark red. It's very noisy. However, right here, it's a little bit lighter, even though you have the same buildings, because there's some trees in the way, causing some interference with the noise. And I bet you, let's do this. If we were to toss, and let's just go a little bit crazy. Let's get some trees going all along this path. Let's just keep clicking, keep going. We're not going to be picky. Everything we possibly can to fit. There we go. Let's take a look and see. Well, yeah, you'll see here, it's a lot lighter. There's a lot less going on. Oh, I just realized you can change the trees on the routes. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Let's keep it symmetrical, I guess. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's actually gorgeous. Oh man, that's really cool. I'll have to go play with that later. Actually, you know what? I want to play with that now. Don't mind me. So we're in my part of the world, what we have are a lot of cherry blossom trees. Yeah, that's really cool. Actually, let's do this. For my large trees, can I get some large cherries in here? They do exist. But I guess we don't have them available to us at the moment. No big deal. I do want to get them here just because it reminds me of home a little bit. Are these pretty accurate? Let me see. Kind of. They look like them, but they're not really cherry blossoms. But again, no big deal. It's totally fine. I wonder if that does anything. Yeah, so you'll see it's a lot lighter back here. And again, trees. You would be surprised. It's actually impressive what landscaping can do to help improve the area in a multitude of ways, not just from the perspective of beautification. It actually serves a purpose for the physical health, not physical health, the psychological health of residents. Okay, so let's just go this way. Let's just see what this does. If we're going to cause any issues. Not looking like it. I'm just testing here. You'll see I got quite a bit of a wonky street going, but that is okay. All right. I'm just testing how this forms, how this looks. Yeah, so we do have quite a bit of a weird layout here. Am I able? I am so scared to do this, but am I able to just elevate and lower? Elevate by clicking primary, lower by clicking secondary. Does that do what it needs to do? Okay, so there's a dip. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. Guys, we're doing it. Guys, we are so doing it. All right, let's get this on level a little bit too high. There we go, good enough right there. Okay, I feel comfortable now tackling this. So let's also do this. I want to make these back roads my nicer areas. Increases land value. 2-lane with median. Okay, I think what's going to be better. Let me see how median looks okay. I prefer the trees on the side. Let's do that. And let's do it like this. Let's actually keep this going. We're going to make this part of town our higher end residential. It's on a hillside. It makes sense. It tracks. Don't think too hard about it. And then let's get our water up there. And go there. Now for those who are more maybe unfamiliar with it, for some reason throughout human history, being on the high ground has always been equivalent to having more value, more wealth. Probably has something to do with survival, where from the high ground you can see those below you and protect yourself better. Who knows? That's just my theory. But there we are. All right, let's add some different trees. I don't want to do the cherry blossoms. I don't think that'll look nice for a neighborhood. We don't also want tall trees. I got some content creator trees in here. Interesting. Very cool. Blooming cicadas. Let's do... How does this look? Is it the same thing? These are fine. Let's just go with these. For now, all they're doing is serving the purpose of saying, hey, we have more money. And I think that does the job. All right. Perfect. All right. And so now I do want to eventually bring it over. Actually, what I'll do is it doesn't make sense to leave this as it is. I'll do is I'm going to take this to here. And then we're going to kind of just make this the end of our ritzy neighborhood just for now. And we'll just do a little bit of fun design. Let's just do that. And we'll kind of do a half There we go. Yeah, that makes sense. You'll see this a lot. I think you're familiar with this maybe in your parts of town as well. But let's do that. Let's get all of these going. All of this is going to be residential. Let's get the water and we're good. All right. And then real quick, let's see if we can also adjust the elevation and not make a mistake like last time. Okay, we need to get a little bit higher. All right, I think that'll do it. That looks great. Perfect. And then for these guys, let's really accentuate it. These are the top of the hill. Let's just give them the biggest, most over the top trees. There we go. Lovely. This looks terrible, but it's fine. It makes sense. Okay. And now we need to add some commercial as well, because now we're going to run into the issue. Although this is the nice part of town, quote unquote, also actually get the zone. We're also going to run into the issue of they need to have some commercial zoning around them so they can get their daily supplies of what they need, like groceries, healthcare, even, you know, just their daily requirements. So let's see if we can figure out a way to also toss in some commercial around this part of town and have it be cohesive with the rest of our city. First, let's just toss this in before we forget. Right there, right there. And let's get all of this zoned properly. There we go. Perfect. Is that all service? That is. Okay. So now how could we add some commercial usage to start servicing the nicer part of town? Of course, the easiest way to do that is just to add some more roads going up, but I want to see if there's any way to utilize anything else. And let's let's also get all that zoned, and let's get all that zoned. Not a big deal. Okay. Oh, actually, that's okay. And by looking at it, you know, I really don't think there's much we can do to repurpose or reutilize anything. Unless, do we have a way to look at land value? Okay, we do have quite a bit of value in this part of town, so it wouldn't be beneficial to us to repurpose any of it. So I do think we would need to just keep building up. Let's do that. Let's keep this cohesive for now with the road. And let's just let's go let's go up a little bit. And then let's go back to our normal roads, because now we want to emphasize that this is no longer going to be, you know, the ritzy part. We just want to make sure that this provides services. Let's see what that doesn't look as good as I would want it to. So instead, we're going to take this out. I'll leave that one, and we're going to build this across. Here we go. And so this actually makes for a lot of possibilities, and I'll explain in a second. Let's get this whole thing zoned for commercial. Let's get some water going to it. And so with this big block right here, this actually gives us quite a bit of opportunity to add really anything that we want. If we want to add any services that we don't have, protecting the area, fire is looking good. We have our hospital servicing everything here. What we could actually do is we can add in our elder care here. Oh, but the slope is too steep. So let's go and see if we can fix that. Between you and I, we both know I can't, but we're going to give it our best shot. Let's see if we can bring this back. Okay. Let's go up. That's a pretty steep slope. Is it possible? Get this leveled. We just need enough of it. We don't need the whole thing. We just need enough to where we can fit in our elder care. And so that doesn't look like it's gonna work, but let's just see. And oh, we actually got it. Okay, let's put this right here. This actually also tracks. Usually elder care facilities are in the nicer parts of town, gives seniors something to look at every day from their windows, makes them feel happier. It gives them a little bit more joy out of their lives. So that goes right there. That looks terrific. And I forgot we had this part of town. Oh my goodness, forget about that. We're almost there to our next milestone. But we probably, our crime is actually also doing well. So let's see what else we can toss in here. Trying to just find ways to add some benefit, right? We don't need to have everything. We obviously have our childcare, we have our cemetery, we have everything that we need to put in, which is great. Now all I'm trying to do is make the city just look better, be more cohesive. We do have an issue here. This building has to go. And we're really in need of workers again. So what I'm seeing is that we probably need to add some more residential to this part of town. And while that sounds great, it's actually probably not as feasible as we would like. So we can't build here or on these two roads because this road connects us to the industrial district and it's going to be a little bit too close for the sake of pollution. So what we may need to do, what actually is also probably going to be a good idea, let's do this. Let's actually get this going across the way. And we'll make this look a little bit prettier as well. Let's see how we can do this. Let's put you right there. And we can get it over the power line. Perfect. You right there. Let's get you like that. Then let's connect you like that. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's a little, okay, that doesn't look too good. Let's not worry about that. It's doing its job. Look, there's a reason I'm doing this. All right, hang on. Now that we have this here, and we're basically planning to have this part of the neighborhood in the future serve as a connecting bridge to this part of town that we're going to build up later on. We really don't want to have too much residential going on this part. So instead, I'm going to just build it up along here. And I think I'm going to make this the final residential stretch of this side. So I'm going to fill everything in accordingly. And we should add some more residents. And again, I don't want anything going here for the sake of traffic flow, so we can't do anything there. But let's see what else is possible. We have commercial going up over there, so there's no need to add to that. We could probably add residential back here as well, because there's no real need of anything else, because again, we have our commercial servicing this whole area. And let's also, I don't want to do much with this part. I want the elder care to kind of stand on its own, be its own individual building, have its own identity. So we're going to leave these streets the way they are. And let's just fast forward a bit. Let's just kind of see what our city does and see if there's anything else we can really add. Hawthorne could do some expanding this way. We do need to get our districts going again. So let's get a new one for this whole part. That looks great. And actually, let's take this out because we're going to want to segment our quote unquote nice part of town and make it its own district so we can track the value of it better. And we have that. And let's get this whole chunk into its own little neighborhood, one little district. There we go. Let's also add that in as well. And you know what? Just for the sake of it, let's add that in as well. There we go. Perfect. Now we definitely need more commercial. That's something we're gonna have to add in. Let's see what is available to us to expand. We could continue this on this end here. And what I think I'm gonna actually do is I want to put commercial on this side, because again, this is our main collector road, and we're not going to put anything that would put our, let's actually take that out. We don't want to put our traffic flow in jeopardy for any reason. Let's do that. And the reason I'm leaving these two blocks empty is just because I want to make sure that we don't congest our main corridor taking and connecting our city to our to be built city. And this is actually interesting. I didn't know there were cars taking this route, but that's great. So that should also help get us some more demand for residential, take us to that next level. We're almost there, just 1,000 more residents. Let's take a look at our zoning one more time. Still want to leave this as it is. I want to add in more services, if anything. And I might add a police headquarters, but I really don't need it as well because we're doing great as far as that service is concerned. So let me see here. Anything that needs to be added. Electricity is doing good. Water could use a little bit more. So just for the sake of future proofing, we're going to just add that in. And let's get that connected. And let's make sure we have enough sewer as well. So let's toss that in and get that connected. Okay. No big deal. Now we really need to figure out a way to keep expanding our city. I do want to focus on this side. I'll get into this next side in the next episode, I think. So let's stay here and let's see if there's anything we can possibly do to expand. And you know, now that I'm looking at it and I'm seeing the way my city's going, I think the best thing we can do is make that little chunk commercial. And then this is going to be our bus depot. Leave that the way it is. Let's not touch this for now. I don't think there's any need to do anything. And it may be a little bit of a cop-out, if I'm being honest. I think we're just going to build homes. Actually, no. I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to just keep expanding and keep it uniform with everything that I've got currently. I'm going to keep expanding this way. I'm not sure what I want to make this part of my land just yet. So I am not going to do anything over there. And instead, we need a second industrial district. That's kind of what I'm learning here pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building this. Oh, got another. Let me get rid of that guy. I think I'm going to start building our second industrial district down yonder. I think I'm going to just plan for it. I'm not going to do anything just yet. So let me get this down here. Let me put this right here. And then do I want to connect this road? Yeah, I'll connect it like that. That sounds good. And then let's start building this out just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Nothing is going to be built up just yet. Actually, that's a little bit too close. Again, this is going to be my industrial district, so I don't want that to be too close to my citizens. So let's start building this out. Get that there. Let's get that there. We need to get a landfill, so let's put a landfill right there. Some water going to it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. That'll start handling that part of town. We really need to get some more residential. We are fully capped. And you know, I think we're going to have to call it here. We're already at 55 minutes on this episode. We unfortunately aren't going to get to the next milestone at this time, but the next one we will. So if you're still here, thank you all for watching this with me, being a part of it. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, subscribing, and I will do a little B-roll as always, and I will see you in the next episode.